to empower the children of his time, so that this day and age, we can have a very empowered lot.
Sure.
People who can read and interpret, not just the constitution, but also other values in the society. But that happened, and he delivered for that. And I think we have a lot of the Gen Z revolution was born out of that very informed lot.
Yes.
However, when you look at the people who are in office today, they are reducing this very critical group of our community to just numbers. To the extent they are saying, you guys sit aside, we let you know whom you can have as a president. And that conversation has been advanced so much, such that people are almost resigning to the fact that we have to wait and be told from a boardroom, this is the person who can be a president.
Yes.
So now I want to just ask whether the young people understand the responsibility they hold and the power they have. That they're enough in numbers, they have enough knowledge, they understand the quality, the character rather, of the person who should be in office is well defined in Chapter 6.
Yes.
The management of our resources of our country are there in Chapter 12 of the Constitution. Do the young people know that they have the power to have a president, for example, of their choice? A people's president by the power of their vote, even though they are not coming out to vote, to register as voters yet. So in your circles of engagement with young people, fellow young people, what do they find? Where is the resistance? Where is the resistance coming from? That they are not coming out to own this electoral process and say, this is our country. Not only are we the future, but we are the present. So we have to own it, own the process. Let people know early enough that we cannot vote for you because of your questionable character.
Yes.
You know, and that for us, we know as a young people, for us to vote for anybody, for us somebody to vote for you as a young person, they must have a vote.
Yes.
Where is the resistance, and how do we have a breakthrough?
Certainly. I think when we speak about sovereignty and the people's power, that's something that came out so clearly in 2024, moving onwards. Each and every time when I interact with my friends, you'll hear them say, we are the people and we have the power.
Right.
Right? So it means that it's slowly dawning on them that we are now moving from the boardroom politics to the citizen politics, to the issue-based politics. We are not now being put into tribal cocoons, so to speak. We are not being put into cocoons of the youth from Mount Kenya or the youth from Nyanza or the youth from... We are moving away from that. So we are coming into a space whereby we realize that Article 1 of the Constitution actually gives us that particular mandate. Now, when we speak about now moving into fielding our own candidate, right? The most unfortunate bit is that still we have some internal resistance with regards to picking out votes. We have realized, number one, that we have the power. But again, number two, we don't want to pick out the votes as at now. The reason is there is lack of trust in the electoral process. And that's the most unfortunate bit in this particular country. That elections seemingly are just any other day, any other day event. We don't have adequate planning. We don't have, issues to do with actually education of voters. Those issues that really matter. But you find that the youth actually, due to the frustration that they've actually faced, they don't want to pick out the votes, right? Due to the frustration.
Okay.
So we need to actually fix that particular bit, especially with regards to trust with the IEBC, so that then we can have this power translated to the votes. Now when the votes are there, it is easier to actually field our own presidential candidate, because you remember that we are looking at 3 to 4 million new votes that are going to be registered in this particular period. So when you have that particular voters base, it means that we have the power, the numbers that are requisite, that we can put a person who actually upholds Chapter 6 of the Constitution, a person who emanates from the people, not necessarily from the boardroom. So those are the issues that are actually playing out with regards to the youth and with regards to the boardroom politics.
We'll go into that a little bit more. I want us to take a break. Kip Korea Brian is here actually at this point. Brian, good morning.